And we are underway. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs, et bienvenue. My name is Heather Hiscox et je suis absolument ravie de me trouver parmi vous encore cette année afin d'animer la soirée du Prix Trillium, Prix littéraire Trillium. Welcome to the 2016 edition of the Trillium Book Award. What a delight to be back as your MC yet again. This is year 5. I couldn't believe it. Well, thank you. But year 5. I was telling Karen earlier that, you know, anyone who hosts Saturday Night Live 5 times is inducted into a club and receives a special jacket. This is true, a special jacket. She said she could match that, and look what was waiting for me tonight. I should have been more precise. Thanks. All right. How have you enjoyed your dinner? Number 1. I love mine. Lick the plate clean. Now, I've mentioned from this podium before, that's because I'm a cook. That is, I'm a horrible cook. I'm a very bad cook. This is a literary crowd, so you will know that you're always being told to write about what you know. I would love to write about my misadventures in cooking, but I've discovered that all of the good titles are taken. For example, The Book of Calamities. Someone named Peter Trachtenberg has that one. Death in the Pot. It's gone. Something Wicked, This Way Comes. Bradbury beat me to that one. La Nausée, Sartre, what can I do there? Anyway, see, this is my predicament. Needless to say, I am in awe of anyone who can cook well for 2, let alone 200 as we are tonight. Would you please join me in thanking A La Carte Kitchen and the staff who prepared such a delicious meal for us to enjoy this evening. Thank you very much. While we are busy with our hands, would you raise yours now if you have been with us at this event at any point in the last 5 years? Oh, isn't that terrific? Welcome back. Lovely to see you again. I asked that because you certainly recognize the video that we just saw. It's the 25th anniversary video, and we have been showing it every year for the last 5 years. I hope the producer is getting really good royalties. La vidéo que vous venez tout juste de regarder est une rétrospective des 25 premières années du Prix littéraire Trillium. Nous l'avons visionnée ce soir car elle illustre une partie de la merveilleuse histoire et de l'esprit littéraire du Prix et des auteurs qui l'ont remporté. The truth is, no matter how often you see that 25th anniversary video, it's enjoyable because it captures the marvelous history and the spirit of the Trillium Book Award and the authors who've won it in years previous. But since I am in the business of breaking news, here is an exclusive headline for you. There will be a new video next year. There you go. Karen promises. We have James from the Premier's office here. We have Kevin, the ADM. They are here as the witnesses. When we celebrate the milestone 30th anniversary, next year you will have a new video to watch. So there you go. Already a reason to join us again next year. But really, you need no reason than that which brought you here tonight. And it is the very reason that led to the establishment of the Trillium Book Award now 29 years ago. That is, to celebrate the excellence, the vision, the originality, the audacity of Ontario's authors. As Karen mentioned, we are witnessing a first this year. All of our nominated authors are able to be with us tonight, and we are delighted at that. Could I ask all of them to stand so we could see them all together and congratulate them on their Trillium Book Award nominations? Bravo tout le monde, félicitations. Thank you very much. If you want to learn more about the finalists and hear from them in their own words as they talk about their writing and their nominated works, there are video interviews of all of the authors posted now on OMDC's YouTube channel, which is OMDC Online. And watch that same space in just a few days because there will be videos from this evening as well. If you really want to appreciate the talent of this year's nominated authors, you have to read their books, of course. And echoing Karen's words, we're so pleased to have Ben McNally Books back with us again this evening. So at the end of the formal part of tonight's celebration, I encourage you again to visit the booth and peruse the titles and hopefully make a purchase or two. Il va sans dire que pour vraiment apprécier le talent de ces auteurs, il suffit de lire leurs livres. Nous avons la chance d'avoir la présence ce soir de Ben McNally Books. Je vous encourage, après la présentation des prix, d'aller y faire vos achats si ce n'est pas déjà chose faite. There is one group among us tonight, I know, that is fully aware already of the talent and technique, depth and diversity of this year's nominated writers, and they are the members of the English and French juries. I want to begin the presentations by acknowledging our jurors and thanking them for their effort and dedication. It is no mean feat, they tell me this every year, no mean feat to take the many, many submitted works, pare that long list down to a short list, and then determine the winner in each category. J'aimerais maintenant rendre hommage aux membres des deux jurys pour leurs efforts et leur dévouement. Nous leur avons confié la tâche très difficile de choisir les ouvrages finalistes et nous tenons à les remercier pour leur rôle et leur soutien indéfectible. This is what the English jury had to say about the overall list this year and the selections they made. The nominees for the 2016 Trillium Book Award testify to the range and vibrancy of writing in Ontario today. 2 novels, a historical swashbuckler and a booze and drug-fueled rock and roll reverie, join 3 crackling collections of stories and 1 stellar work of poetry. These books run the gamut, from quiet and contemplative to frank and funny to patently surreal. Some are veteran authors with numerous works to their credit. 2 are first-timers, but regardless of their career stage, all display remarkable confidence and a facility for drawing readers into their unique and fully realized worlds. The 3 women on the shortlist for the Trillium Book Award for Poetry subscribe to no rigid ideology or inflexible poetic approach. Here we have a long narrative poem examining a racially charged murder that continues to haunt Canadians, a group of lyrics and anti-lyrics that meld science, nature, and meditations on family and identity, and a darkly comic sophomore collection that includes far-out lists and peerless prose poems. Whatever method they choose, these writers acquit themselves with aplomb and virtuosity. Very wonderful overall assessment of this year's nominees. Would the English jurors please stand so we can acknowledge them? Stephen Beattie, Cordelia Strube, and Rob Winger. Thank you for your commitment and the passion with which you determined the finalists and winners this year. Les membres du jury de langue française ont aussi fait leur choix en faisant preuve d'un engagement exceptionnel et d'un grand enthousiasme. Voici ce qu'ils ont déclaré à propos de leur sélection. Et attachez vos tuques parce que c'est long. Le jury a eu à choisir entre des genres variés, soit essais, romans, théâtre et poésie. La tâche n'était ni plus ni moins ardue que d'ordinaire, assurément, mais elle a été des plus séduisantes. La qualité littéraire y était relevée, la langue y était une fin en soi, les thèmes y étaient abrasifs, les cadres y étaient obsédants, les procédés y produisaient des effets percutants. La diversité y a régné, pourtant il a fallu trancher au nom de la justesse, de la finesse et de l'originalité du traitement. Quoi qu'on en soit, en Ontario, la littérature est à l'image de sa population. Elle se porte à ravir. Ainsi, alors que l'on pouvait croire que tout avait déjà été écrit, que tous les thèmes avaient déjà été abordés, que les procédés risquaient de devenir des ritournelles et que les personnages et les locuteurs ne seraient jamais plus attachants, v'lan, coup de théâtre, puis de romans, de poésie et d'essais. Les prix Trillium 2016 auront permis le rayonnement d'une littérature de plus en plus diversifiée et, en revanche, de narrations de plus en plus intimes, d'une littérature de plus en plus audacieuse et en revanche de discours de plus en plus assurés. Enfin, nous vous présentons une littérature qui est parvenue au stade de la conscience, non pas seulement dans sa forme fluctuante, mais dans le message qui est axé sur la perception et la multiplicité des perspectives. La réalité apparaît donc plus légère et la littérature a repris son rôle, révéler l'intention qui ponctue l'existence. J'aimerais remercier les membres du jury qui ont écrit ces phrases précédentes, qui sont elles-mêmes de la poésie, et leur demander de bien vouloir se lever. Eric Charlebois, Céline Forcier et Melchior Mombonipa. Malheureusement, Céline avait d'autres obligations ce soir, donc, mais nous vous remercions tous les trois pour vos efforts et votre excellent travail. Eric Charlebois et Melchior Mombonipa. Merci beaucoup. That is more than enough script reading for me from now, except one little 140-character exception. If you are going to be live tweeting tonight, the hashtag is new this year. It's hashtag OnCreates, on Creates. Et en français, le mot-clic ce soir, c'est on crée. Hashtag on crée. Bon. You will have noticed there are a number of new names and new leaders within both the ministry and OMDC this year, and we are pleased that so many of them are in attendance tonight. I'd like to invite one of them to make his debut alongside me on stage to present the awards. So if you would please welcome the new OMDC chair, Mr. Mark Sakamoto. And now we begin.